Blazers. It's Morgan Clausen from the Center for E-Learning at VSU, and I'm here with our very first episode of Mondays with Morgan, your one-stop shop for all things BlazeVIEW. So every week I'll put out a quick 2 to 3 minute video in which I highlight a specific feature of BlazeVIEW that you might not already be using, or we'll take a look at a Web 2.0 tool that you can incorporate directly into your BlazeVIEW. And we're going to talk about strategies to really increase active learning in the online environment. So, because it's our very first episode of Mondays with Morgan, I have two quick things that I want to show you. And both are really designed to increase student engagement in your course shells. So, the first thing that I want us to look at will be a replacement string. So, for the lay people like myself who had to learn the hard way what a replacement string was, it is merely something that we can use almost as a placeholder when we are putting text into our modules. And so when BlazeVIEW sort of runs all of its scripts and things and it sees that replacement string, it is going to input whatever information we have. So for today's video, we are going to look at the replacement string that will allow users, so whoever is logged into the course, to see their first name. This is especially handy when you are creating announcements and you want to grab your students' attention. So let's take a look. First, we're going to head to our announcements. Mine's nice and clean, so I'm just going to create a new announcement. So in our headline, I want to grab the student's attention. So let's open up with that replacement string. The replacement string is open bracket, first name, no spaces, closed bracket. Please read. So we can type in our text into the content box. And hopefully they're not saving their studying for when they see this announcement. Okay, let's go ahead and select publish. So now when we publish, we don't see that replacement string. Instead, we see my name because I'm the user that's logged in. But whatever user is logged in, they're going to see their name there. When we go back to the home page, that is super eye-catching for students because it's as if their instructor is calling them out specifically. Our second thing we're going to look at today is a Web 2.0 tool called Quizlet. Now, I'm sure a lot of you are really familiar with Quizlet or you've heard about Quizlet from your students. It's a really popular, free online way to create flashcards and study. So this is definitely geared more towards sort of lower level depths of knowledge and learning, but it is great for reinforcing those important vocabulary words or anything that's kind of jargon specific and heavy. So let's take a look at Quizlet. This is a Quizlet that I just whipped up really quickly. It's got a couple D2L bright space vocab words, gradebook, discussion board, LMS, online learning, all that good stuff. So we want to take this and we want to embed it into BlazeVIEW so that students can access it through BlazeVIEW without having to go separately to Quizlet. So let's go ahead and make a module. I'm going to head into content and I'm going to make a module. We'll just call this module Quizlet because that's where it's going to go, but it could be anything you wanted it to be. And I'm going to head back this way. So here we have lots of options for editing or sharing, but what I want is the embed code. So we are going to hover over these three dots here and scroll all the way down, and that's going to give us the embed code. Now, you can pick your study mode that you want to open up. It's on match for right now. That sounds good to me. I'll show you how the students can adjust for themselves. Let's copy that embed code, and let's head to our module. You can do this a couple different ways. I'll just go ahead and create a new file. I like to add HTML codes to files because then I can track who actually accessed the file. So we'll call this is our D2L Quizlet. Okay, to input any HTML code into BlazeVIEW, you just want to find this little embed symbol right here. So let's select that and let's paste our embed code in there. We'll select Save and Publish. And so we have a game to play. Students can come and play a game. So this game specifically is a matching game, but we can look as well at how the students can change their study mode. So here on the right, okay, they can learn, okay? They can choose for Quizlet to create a test for them and they can come in and practice. They can use the flashcard option or they can pop it over to spell in which they're going to type the words that they hear. So these are some of the options available to you with Quizlet. I think it's a pretty handy tool. Use that replacement string to grab your students' attention. And that was it for our first episode of Mondays with Morgan. Reach out to the Center for E-Learning for anything else.